Hello, welcome to Screen Talk with yours truly, Nomfanelo. So recently, I finished watching the first four seasons of Miami Vice on Prime Video. I started back in May, so it took me two months, I would say, or more or less. But yeah, I really enjoyed the show overall from what I've seen. Now, I wasn't able to watch the fifth season on Prime Video because it wasn't available. I don't know if it's a rights issue, but yeah, I would say it's enjoyable as a drama series and as a cop procedural series. I feel like in ways, Miami Vice tries to be more than the typical procedural show. I think because of its emphasis on the setting with Miami, also to the culture of Miami at the time, and the use of the music, the fashion, and all that stuff. I was just reading an oral history of Miami Vice because the show celebrated its 40th anniversary last year, and it mentioned that one of the executives at the time at the network saying wrote MTV Cops on the napkin, I guess, and that way kind of just springboard the show, and the rest is history, I suppose. And the use of the two-parter episodes throughout the series were really treated as events. Usually, with two-parters, you'll find them either for the premiere episodes or for the finale episodes. But I think here with the series, it was mixed in between, and it was mixed in between the show. So yeah, I really enjoyed those episodes. I would say The Prodigal Son is a notable example of the two-parter. That was great. Episodes that I really enjoyed too were the Golden Triangle. It kind of showed a different side to Castillo, who was the captain. His character is quite the stoic character. Because usually with the captain role or the lieutenant, whichever, the boss essentially, with that character. Usually, those characters, they're very loud and brass with their approach, but here with Castillo, he's the opposite of that. And with the Golden Triangle episode, he had his moments to shine. And I believe the actor Edward James Olmos, he won an Emmy for that role. Smuggler's Blues is also a great episode as well too. And apparently they got the idea for that episode from Glenn Fry's song Smuggler's Blues, which came out a year prior to the episode, which was quite fascinating. The first season for me, is obviously the best one. But I would say, like, when it came towards the tail end of the series, particularly season four, is when it lost steam. I don't know if it was because of the change in showrunners, because apparently after Michael Mann left, Dick Wolf took over, and then I think that's when things started to change for the show. Like, it still has its moments with seasons three and four, but yeah, it clearly was different compared to at least the first two seasons. The episode for me that jumped the shark was in season four when they did the UFO episode when Trudy was, I don't know, like, hypnotized by was it James Brown's character. Like, that whole spiel was weird. And Chris Rock, he did a cameo, not cameo, he appeared as a guest in that episode. And yeah, that was just weird. But also too, season four has its moments too, which was great. Which with Sonny when he got injured, severely injured on the job when he got shot, and then he loses his memory and actually becomes a drug dealer. I found that was quite fascinating to watch. So prior to watching the show, I did recognize a few of the cast members. Don Johnson, obviously, with Knives Out, Machete, Django Unchained examples. The actress that plays Gina, recognized her from Beach Street. And yeah, I did cover B Street on an episode of my podcast, Rediscovered Movies, if you want to check that out. Also, to recognize, yeah, Edward James Olmos, obviously, with Blade Runner and all the other stuff I'm blanking on right now. Also, to the actor that played Zito, John Deal, I recognized him because he appeared in some supporting roles and stuff I've seen, like with A Time to Kill, for example, Stargate. He's one of those actors where like he always looks familiar, but you just can't place him in all that stuff. The show really overall did great as a procedural. It's interesting, like with the attempts that they've tried to do to try to carry on the show after ending the show back in '89. Michael Mann, he did his modern version of Miami Vice back in 2006. I covered that movie on an episode of Rediscover Movie if you want to see my thoughts on that movie at the time. But yeah, I kind after watching the show, I kind of see where some people were coming from in terms of how the movie wasn't faithful to the original source material. Because honestly, like with adaptations in general, it's always a catch 22 because you want to like honor like what made the original source material resonating with people, but at the same time, you want to create something different. So I don't know. Maybe if I rewatch the film, maybe my thoughts would change after watching the show. I don't know, but as it stands right now, at least as of the time of the recording, I still enjoy the film for what it is. But it still has its flaws and all that stuff. Also, too, I want to bring up that it was announced that there's going to be a Miami Vice movie in the works. Joseph Kosinski, he's going to be directing this movie for Universal. And I'm really curious in terms of what direction that film is gonna go towards. So it could either be a total remake with different actors playing the same characters from the TV show, or it could go where you could do like this soft reboot, but be like a continuation of the TV series, where maybe have different actors playing different characters, but maybe have some of the original cast members from the TV show appear in this movie. So that's my thoughts on Miami Vice seasons 1 to 4 and beyond. So I want to know, what do you guys think about the show, if you guys have seen it, or if you have seen the 2006 film. Let me know your thoughts on that. And do you have any thoughts on this upcoming film that Joseph Kosinski is going to do? So let me know in the comment section. Also, too, if you want to support me, you can visit buymeacoffee.com/numphymalloy, where you could donate either one time or monthly, but also, too, you could view a post I have exclusively there, and also, too, follow me there on the platform. Also, too, if you want to follow me, my links for my social media accounts are in the description. So I want to say thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope to catch you on the next one.